What is good, everybody? It's your boy Carlos Production. I'm sitting here with
Jay Bustillo
and
Alex.
XL. Welcome. So before we start, we want to give a huge shout out to
Black Hippie.
Black
Yo,
Hippie.
shout out to Black Hippie.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
They
He
got
dripped us
some-
out.
They got some cool
Look at his
merch.
hat.
Just-
Look at his.
Yeah,
Yo.
they just put me on.
You got a hat.
Yes, sir.
You got a hat. You got a shirt and a hat.
I
have
rock
a
with the
shirt.
spink.
Yo, I want to say
Master
this.
Raj.
I really love their material. I really love the effort that they put into making these clothes. I actually had a chance to sit down with Lynx, who is the creator. You know, he's in the same location as Trap Studios. You know, really sitting down with Lynx, right, the creator of these clothes. It's you know, you get behind the thought process, and man, I could go on all day speaking about how much I love this brand.
He loves that
But-
guy, man. He loves the brand.
Yeah,
He loves the brand.
I love the guy. I love the brand. You know, it's all love, bro. I really appreciate how he showed love and all of that. So,
Yeah.
yo, guys, check that merch out. We're going to leave his Instagram in our bio, and like I said, man, it's pretty cool. I mean, you
take
gotta-
his word because he actually went over there. I wasn't able to go down over there, but he went over there, picked the stuff up. They were over there for like 5 hours.
Yeah,
like-
yo, 5 hours, bro. I only picked out the best. These were, look, you feel the little monkey got the suede. I think he said this is velvet. It's either suede or velvet, but
I'm not
it feels really.
all I know
nice.
is that I called him. He was the first person I called up when I needed merch.
Yeah, yo, it
Like-
got the reflective rainbow on it, depending on what kind of light you set. Like, come on, bro. You going to the function? Yo, you going to a wedding, bro? Just pop out.
We
in
just
this,
putting
bro.
you on, bro. Like
Pop
we
out in
we call
this.
people up that we really genuinely like because we're not here promoting stuff that we don't like.
If,
you know.
if your clothes are trash,
They
just
just
don't
trash.
even
Well-
don't even call. Yeah, exactly. Don't
Yeah.
even call us if you know.
But shout out to Lynx for hooking us up with this
yo, for real.
amazing, merch, for sponsoring us. And shout out to Clear Mind for also coming over here and being part of us. You know, they work together, and we had Clear Mind last episode you
Yeah.
guys saw.
Shout out
So,
Lynx.
But
Trap
let's
Studios,
get started with the episode though. Let's get started.
and Clear
like,
Mind.
Clear Mind.
I just had to get that out. Yeah.
All right, let's get started. Sitting with us, right in front of us, is Ali X.
Yes, sir.
So,
So
Yes,
Ali X,
sir.
tell us about yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? And what makes you different from any other artist out
Hold
there?
on, those are a lot of questions, bro. Hit it just
Yeah.
one by one. Damn.
All right.
Right. I mean, yeah, I go by Alex. I'm from Long Island, Uniondale, New York.
Represent.
I recently just feel like I found my sound as to what I want to, like go into, like love rap. You feel me? Like
Love
more
rap.
more like conscious rap, more like things that you'd be into if like on a higher conscious. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like
You know what? As I was listening to your music earlier, I got that vibe, you know?
yeah.
It gave me that same vibe when I spoke about Kendrick, in the sense of, like, you really got to read the lyrics. You really got to tune into what's
Mhm.
being said, because it could easily go
Yeah,
over
yeah.
anybody's head.
But a lot of times, like I would also want to be like relatable in a sense. You feel
Yeah,
me? Like,
and it is.
Exactly.
I wanted to say, we had to come here, but I wanted to say that everything in there, I could see myself in those lyrics.
Nah,
And this is deep.
Yeah.
It goes deep,
Yeah.
bro. It really does.
I try to touch upon like the rawest emotion. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like the core of like what's going on. You feel me? I don't like to like just say like, oh, I went to a party and like tell the I don't necessarily tell the story
Yeah.
of it. Just like what?
Or like, I just popped me a bean.
Yeah.
Put the scene. Yeah, nah, like I
Yeah.
get it though, and you know what? I appreciate that, bro. Cause
Yeah.
honestly, it's a lot of especially on Long Island, it's drill rap, and then there's like the baby voice sound, and it's not a lot of people willing to just get that deep and vulnerable.
Yeah.
And we need that, bro. We really need that.
Yeah.
So
It's
Yeah.
funny that you meant like bring up the baby rap.
did
Yeah.
you used to baby rap?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Now, I have a question for you. What
What's up?
sets you apart? Do you feel sets you apart from any other artists out there?
I feel like my emotion, you feel me? I feel like whenever it comes to music, I always try to focus on either lyrics or the emotion. I don't necessarily go on based on flow. I can, like, obviously I do have like a solid flow, but I feel like people can relate to my emotions when I speak to whenever I come on the mic.
Mm.
I feel like that's what sets me apart.
That's definitely something to look, you dwell upon and think about, like what sets you apart, because everybody trying to be an artist nowadays. Not gonna lie, everybody
Yeah.
trying to be an artist, but you need to have the one thing that just sets you apart from everybody else. Whether it's your flow, your lyricism, who you are as a person.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, as a person, like, I don't feel like I feel like everybody fuck with me. Like everybody has respect. You feel me? At the end of the day, for
I
me,
respect
like,
you, man. Like
I
walk around. I
appreciate
walk around. I'm like, yo, you know who Ali X is? Like, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I
it's
fuck
like,
with his
I
music.
feel like certain
And you know
songs
what's
that-
funny?
yeah.
It's not just guys, it's girls too.
Really?
So it's hard to be able to do both, bro. Because some people are like, oh nah, my music's for the streets, for the guys, you know.
Yeah.
But girls be hearing to your stuff. I'm like, yeah.
Especially the love shit. You
Yeah,
know,
they
feel me?
feeling that.
Yeah.
So you got something going on for yourself, bro. And you're one of the 3 artists on Long Island that I really fuck with.
Nah, I appreciate it, bro. Like real shit. I gotta shout out a couple people. I'm gonna do it later on, type shit.
Nah,
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
right now, bro.
Nah.
Why?
And we got
That's on you.
Lawrence Beauty.
Nah, of course, yeah.
She
Shout
gotta
out
be
Lauren.
shout out.
Shout out Lauren.
I seen y'all
for
did
earlier.
the podcast with her earlier.
Yeah.
I really, I'm glad. I'm mad I missed it. I really wanted to see her again. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Yeah.
like friend from high
I asked
school.
him like, you know who Ali X? He's like, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's coming on. He said,
Did she
she's
know?
like,
Did she know that he was supposed to be on?
yeah,
Oh,
but
she knew.
he flopped for like.
Oh.
Yeah, really. It's
Oh yeah. So give us some details and give the audience some details. What was the day like for you? Because I know it's been quite the day.
today.
You're headed towards release hour.
Yeah.
How you feeling? What are you releasing? Who is it for? What is it?
Okay, so I'm releasing. I feel like I'm gonna explain it as like a new genre for me, because I feel like this is really my lane. Like I feel like I found like my sound and going on. Like after this song, if you like this song, I feel like that's what you should expect more from me. You
Uh-huh.
know, it's called "Get Out My Head." It's a song that I had written about like a heartbreak that I had, but honestly, I feel like I'm over the heartbreak. I feel like I'm over that part of writing the song. I feel like I made it more so for like other people that can relate to what I went through. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of times a lot of people don't get to go over that, because I know me myself, when I like after I went through it, I knew that I wouldn't be in the place that I was if people didn't help me. You feel me? Like, and I feel like if I didn't, I feel like people wouldn't understand like everything that you have to do to get over it.
Yeah.
Unless you have that song about it. 'Cause I actually gave some people the unreleased. I gave a lot of people the unreleased out. Like
Yo,
that
you
was
couldn't send that over to me. Have me waiting until release day. Well, I thought it was buddies.
2 hours. 2 hours.
Gotta wait 2 whole hours for this. Everybody else got it like
Yo.
3 days ago.
I couldn't airdrop it. Nah, but yeah, I sent like, all right, I don't know if you're going through heartbreak or whatever, but I sent it over to some people that was going through heartbreak. I feel like you valid. Bro. You valid.
It takes a lot to get me into a heartbreak.
Wait, so you've never been in a heartbreak?
not like
Heartbreak
that.
situation?
Not like
that
I-
like really broke.
He
you
don't
type
look
shit?
like the type to get his heart broken.
Yeah,
you
he-
really don't look like the type.
Bro, he look like the type that be on cruise. Like he on the cruises, popping bottles.
It's like there's zero time to worry about girls. So it's
Nah,
like-
you know what it is? You just seem like the kind of guy where it's just, you just don't take it serious enough for it to phase you.
I
like
get
that.
one there. I'd get there one day, but
For right now, he popping mimosas.
yeah, man, you're doing something. Like if I actually take time to meet a girl, it's gonna take away time for all of this, and I love this.
I
And I
understand.
honestly probably love this more than just being with somebody
Hold on,
else.
I'm gonna
Nah,
say
yeah,
this
yeah.
in regards to what you said. The
What's up?
cruise, he looks like he could fit in a captain's hat.
Okay.
You know how it's at a party, it's always that one person with the
Yeah,
captain's
yeah,
hat.
yeah,
I
yeah.
could see you.
Definitely, bro.
He'd be
you be
wearing
the one that
captain's
you
hat.
be the littest. You be the littest
Yeah.
one. That'd
The
be
one
like,
with the captain's hat is the littest one at the party.
yeah, you be the littest one. Yeah.
You just got
Turned
here.
up.
But,
We've been turning up for hours.
so Ali, what got you into music? What was like the one step you took, and then you're like,
That's
yeah,
right.
I want to do music.
Yeah,
What was the
yeah.
one step you took, and you realized you wanted to do music?
It was my cousin. So
Give him a shout out. Give him a shout out.
Yeah,
You're the reason
yeah,
we stand
yeah.
here.
Shout
Give him a
out
shout
to
out.
Cuzzo.
yeah, shout out for your lyrics, gang. So
Yeah.
basically,
Wait, hold on. His lyrics. Hold on. What?
nah, yeah. So basically,
Is he ghostwriting for you?
Nah,
okay.
nah.
What's up?
I was in elementary school, right? And so basically, we was in the same elementary school. It was Northern Parkway, and he made this one rap, like literally this one rap or whatever, and he rapped it a couple people in front of me, and they was jacking him, like they was fucking with what he had to say. And
It was
stuff.
like, oh.
Yeah, it was
that's-
like, oh
that's
shit, yeah,
hard.
it was like second grade. It was like a
He
little
was
something.
rapping about Lunchables.
Yeah, nah, I memorized it. Yeah.
What was it?
Rap it right now?
Yeah.
It was alright.
It wasn't about Lunchables.
It was some well, I'm gonna use his name because that's what I substituted his name for my name.
Nah.
Yeah.
Alright.
My name is Chris. I love to rap. Every time I go to school, I always get smacked. They don't like me. I don't like them back. So I lean with it, rock with it, and I don't give a snap. That was really. That was
Oh,
literally-
that was elementary school,
Yeah,
bro.
it was
What was
elementary
he
school.
on?
Yeah.
Crazy.
He was we was in elementary school. He came up with that, and everybody was like, whatever, hyping it up.
Yeah.
And I feel like at the time I didn't really have a voice for myself. Like I had a lot to say, but I didn't feel like I had a voice for myself, and I used that to kind of like have a voice for myself. And after that, I understood, like I knew I could do it myself. I just took his.
Yeah.
Like at first.
Just to build the.
Yeah, you feel me? And then after that, people started expecting it from me. Like people wanted to hear what I had to say, and then after that, just kept building upon it.
When did you first start recording? Do you feel it was professionally done? At what
Well,
age?
before that,
Oh.
when did you first start recording?
When I first started recording, I did all features when I first started.
All
Yeah.
features.
Bro.
That's why it's
What-
featuring AliX.
Yeah.
That's where that come from.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
What grade was this?
My first song, I believe I was 15.
Bro, that's where you're dope because you started young.
Yeah,
Right.
that's middle school, right?
Like middle
middle
school, high school. Like,
And is
yeah,
that when you
freshman.
started dropping the videos as well?
My bro Amante. So my bro Amante started with the camera stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, he started with a Canon. I really wanted to get into it, so I decided to start with the camera, and I was still doing the music. But I was still on the music heavy, like more so, whatever. And then started doing features for anybody and everybody that would ask me to
Free
do it.
features, paid features.
Free
features.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever, I'm not gonna lie, like if
That's
I
how you
didn't do
gotta
those
start.
features though, if I never did those features, I wouldn't be where I was at.
But that's
Like,
where you got
where
your
I'm at now.
experience. And a lot of rappers brag about, there's no features, but there is some power to doing features. You know, you meet
much
different
is.
artists, you learn different stuff, so there's power in there.
My entire following, bro, based off my features. You understand?
And I'm gonna say this, not only for rappers and singers, but people that make beats too, because I know a whole bunch of producers in the community that's
Shout out
like
Trey Productions.
Trey Production. I don't know
Yeah.
who that is, but
Yeah.
yeah, shout out.
shout out to Trey. You know,
I'm
you
gonna
out there.
shout, yo, he's a producer.
Yeah, he was one of my first producers.
Where's he at?
He's in Uniondale.
Oh, he's in Unionville.
Yeah.
Hit him up. We down the block.
I'm
You remind me a lot of him. That's
You
that's
guys
the
gotta
funny
get
part.
along.
okay.
Like that's the funny part. Yeah.
Okay, well, I hope that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But
it is.
yeah, yo, if you're a producer, because I know producers that's like with their beats, they kind of just,
Mhm.
you know, like, yo, bro, let the world use it. You know,
Yeah.
we were talking about licensing, right?
Mhm.
And how you got to be a dick to say, oh, that's mine because you're using my license. Like, come on,
Yeah.
bro.
Bro, but I have personally worked with a couple producers that's like that, like
Mhm.
that's been like on some like
I get them, but
$1,000 for just like certain like licenses and stuff like that.
I mean, I
yeah.
get it, but at the same, you got to know who you're working with too.
Exactly.
Like, if you're working with a common day-to-day person, like,
You feel me?
you know?
whatever.
now if you in the studio with, let's say, Young Thug, then
Yeah.
it's reasonable.
It's
to,
a
it's
reasonable
reasonable
to-
to ask for a
yeah.
band for a beat.
yeah,
Yeah.
you feel me? It's like upcoming artists. You can't charge an upcoming artist what you would charge an established artist. You feel
Yeah,
me?
Carlos doesn't agree though. I saw
no,
that.
I
You- nah,
agree.
Nah, I saw
Nah,
that. You
I'm-
did. You did like a
go
little.
ahead, go ahead.
I
go
know.
ahead.
I'm saying, well, producers have to get paid their fair share, you know, but
Of
they can't just
course.
drag it with like thousands when a person is just starting out, you know.
Yeah.
You have to take into consideration like who you're working with, what's the background, how much music they're releasing, how much they're really making. You're not gonna ask him how much they're really making, but come on, bro, look at his stats, look at his numbers. You know, is he really putting all that money? And don't just take it as a chance to get money. Take it as a chance to grow them as well.
Exactly.
And a lot of times, like a lot of producers, like regardless of the fact, like just on the legal aspect, like if a producer made the beat and you rapped over the beat, they own half of the song. You
Yeah.
feel me?
By
So-
default.
by default. So regardless, if that song blow up, they're making money.
Even if it's no
regardless.
paperwork,
Like,
even
seriously.
if a rapper grabs your beat from YouTube, you could go anywhere and say, this is the beat on my computer. You
Mhm.
show them the project,
Yeah.
and it's
their beat.
it's your beat.
yeah.
And if they want to argue with it, well, show me where else you can find it.
And the tag is on, probably your tag is on it, everything, bro.
Nah, see, I don't use
Yeah.
tags.
You don't
That's
use
I don't
tags?
use tags.
Really?
I'm not a tag person.
Yeah,
I
lose
used
weight.
Yeah.
to be a tag person.
Nah, regardless, as long as you have like the timestamps and stuff
Mhm,
like that.
exactly.
It's
And if nobody
No,
can
no.
show an earlier timestamp,
It's clipped.
exactly.
Yeah.
So all this talk about, oh, I don't post my beats because somebody might steal them. Come on.
Bro, you got to.
Uh,
You got to put
Yeah,
it
'cause
out.
Who
You
go?
have to put it out.
Yo, what is the point of making these beats and they all stay on your laptop?
Exactly.
It's just
'Cause
for
even-
your own satisfaction.
Like, even if
It's not
somebody
even
steals the beat-
satisfaction. It's just like I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of having a couple tracks that I should just drop.
Mm-hmm.
You know why I don't drop them though?
Proud
Because
of him.
no, if I'm really proud of them, of course I show
Yeah.
them to everybody. It's that I always feel like they're not ready.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
do
like
you
they're
ever
not full?
Yeah, not full, but just not to my satisfaction. Maybe the bass is too low or
Mhm.
any of this other stuff. And does that ever happen to you?
Of course, I have plenty of songs that I have not.
Oh my
released.
god, you just see my catalog of songs.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
I've seen it. I've seen
You've
it.
seen
I've
his
seen his
catalog.
catalog. Yeah.
Of unfinished songs.
Of all, like unreleased.
It's like it's
Yeah.
just not ready.
Yeah.
It's like demoed out. You know, you have the energy and everything. But like, nah, it needs something.
It-
And
there's some-
and
there's
I do
something in
find
it,
it
right?
sometimes. It's probably just another person or another producer, but I do find it. I just hold on to it.
A lot of times though, like even if I'm not 100% sure, there's some that I would still drop, even though I'm not necessarily 100% like proud of or whatever.
Mhm.
Just because you feel me, like
Maybe the mix is not the
You
crazy.
know what
Yeah,
you
not
need?
the craziest
You know what you
mix.
need? You need
Yeah.
somebody. You need a second person that like just releases your music without your consent.
But that's the thing. Like I'm
That's good.
like on my team, majority I'm just by myself. Like
Yeah.
majority of everything that I do is by myself.
Yeah, it's hard. We talking about how hard it is to be a solo artist, like independent artists. You know, it's fun to keep all your money, but then if you're not making no money, then you're not keeping anything.
yeah, you're not making
But, like,
nothing.
Have you ever tried to like reach out to a record label or get signed to anything?
Yeah.
I know the stereotypes around it, but like there is money in there.
Just what are your thoughts on getting signed? Is it something you're open to or not open to, and why?
Honestly,
Like,
I never really been interested in it.
Hmm.
I've never really just thought of like I want to get signed. It's never been that for me. I just wanted to rap. Like you feel me? I just wanted a voice. I felt like I was good at it, and I just kept going to it, regardless of the money.
I think somebody's just gonna reach out to you one day and like, we're gonna give this kid a chance just because he's good at it, and it's like most people don't even do it for that. I'm glad like most people be like, oh, I want a Grammy, I want to be signed, I want to be rich. Like I'm doing this because I love it.
Nah, yeah, for a fact.
And that's something I'm like really support,
Yeah.
and like me too. I do this because I love it, man. I'm getting paid zero from this podcast. And by the way, if you guys want to like PayPal me.
PayPal you, PayPal us.
PayPal us. I'm saying like
Nah,
we
wait,
run
donate,
You said
donate,
PayPal
donate.
me, like
PayPal,
what?
PayPal, yeah, us. But like we run off sponsorships, people giving us stuff and
That
like
was
donations.
Mhm.
Us, yes,
Yeah.
that was us.
Yeah, now-
Nigga, donate,
I run off
donate,
of
donate.
PayPal, we run off of sponsorships.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this is free. I'm not charging you. I'm not charging
Yeah,
anybody.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
I'm doing it here because I want to.
Yeah.
I'd honestly I could be making money right now, but I
Mhm.
want to do this. Take one day out of the week and just be able to do this with you guys.
just to
Yeah.
help out.
I
You know,
feel
stuff like
that. Yeah, because the vision behind this is maybe you've heard the pilot episode. I don't blame you if you haven't, because like
Mhm.
it's the pilot. But just having creatives, artists, rappers, business, just anybody that does anything creative, just have them on here and yeah,
See where it goes.
yeah,
Nah,
just
I
give
respect
that
it.
platform. You know,
I
we
respect
talked
it.
about this earlier, and I can really see a lot happening with that vision because there's room for that. Long
Mhm.
Island is pretty quiet,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. But I
we
feel
could
like we
well
have a lot of
possibly-
talent. We have a lot of time.
we do.
We definitely do.
I don't
I've
see
seen it.
anybody in Long Island that does this. Maybe I'm not looking in the right spots, but I haven't seen anybody do podcasts talk about people. My thing is young people. That's my goal. That's like how I look for people. I'm like young people that are doing something cool with their lives.
Mhm.
I want to be able to inspire other people to do stuff, anything. Like that's my end goal in this podcast. Get other people inspired to, pick up a pen, write out a business plan and just do it like Nike.
Hold up. So I wanna go back to that, just like Lauren said. I wanna go back to what you said about record labels. For the viewers at home, can you explain to them how a record deal works?
So there's many different types of record deals. Like holy cow, like don't ever sign a 360.
Yeah,
360.
that was the first thing I was gonna ask.
Don't
I'm not
ever
gonna lie.
sign a 360 deal because they take all your money from like all areas. Like if
Everything.
you work a 9 to 5, they probably try to take that income
They
tax.
will try.
They will try. So get educated in the music label, especially contracts, because that's like the contract to the devil.
Mhm.
Get familiarize yourself with the contract, like cross collateralization, your royalty percentages. There's like so many things. How much you're getting from music videos? Are you doing the music videos, funding them yourself? And like how much money they're giving you for studio sessions? So there's a lot of things. How much your advance is. Sometimes what I told my teacher was, I feel like the best thing is to take, if you have enough money to pay your own sessions and create professional sounding audio, take a lower cut of the advance.
Mhm.
Instead of getting 100,000, take 10,000.
Okay.
and that advance is honestly is just for you to live your life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But that is recoupable. They're gonna come back for the money.
You gotta pay that back.
So be like, bro, I take $2K, whatever. I take $5. I pay that back, but I just want everything else. I want you to do more like promoting everything else around that.
Yeah.
And I even take in my own recording because honestly, I don't need that money for recording, you know.
Yeah, you record yourself.
So because when you get when you get signed, you get do your advancement, and then you get a recording budget.
Okay.
So if you lower down those numbers, you could take a higher royalty, and you'll be paying that up. It's like a loan, honestly. It is.
Yeah,
a loan.
so
It is.
it's
Record
basically a loan.
labels are like banks.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know,
Sounds about
your
right.
contract is, you know, you can tell them what you want and what you don't want, but they might not give you everything. But always fight on your side. If you don't have a lawyer, just get a lawyer. Honestly, just get a lawyer.
Get as much as you can.
And definitely learn the terminology that goes around the contract. It will save you money. Like, I heard a lot of people crazy stories about their contracts. Famous people trying to break out of the contracts because they signed it when they were so ignorant and they just wanted to reach fame and didn't look at the money aspect of it.
YoungBoy wants out of his contract. I don't know if you've ever heard that.
That he wanted out of his contract.
Yeah, do you bump YoungBoy? Or nah? Nah? Okay. He's pretty good. I
Yeah,
think you
yeah.
like his music. He's very popular. I'm sure you're aware of that.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, so, you know, young kid in the hood, 16, 17 years old, and the record label offered him, I think, $2 million. And he took it, of course, because $2 million
Yeah, and
to
you're in
a
the
young
hood,
person
like,
in the
yeah.
hood. Like, yo, that's crazy money. But the thing
I
is,
thought you
if
would've took it
if
too.
the record label offers you
$2
$10 million,
yeah.
even if they offer you $10 million, it's because they believe you can make 400.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
But also think about it like this: the term of your contract.
The term of your contract.
The term of you know what that means?
You can say it again.
Yeah.
The term of your contract. You know what you know what that means?
What does that mean?
It's the period that your contract lasts.
Mm.
So they're giving you 100,000, and that's supposed to, the term of the contract is perpetual. It's forever.
Mm.
That means you only get 100,000. You're given all your rights for the rest of your life.
Kanye's under a perpetual contract.
For real?
He's under a lifetime contract. That's the last I've heard.
I think they said it on his documentary.
So yeah. So like, say they
I
give
haven't
you,
seen the documentary.
Pretty good.
Surprisingly,
they say they give you $100,000 for a single, for one contract, one album, 1 year.
Mhm.
That's a reasonable number.
That is
because
pretty good.
after you do the 1 year, and you recorded that one album, delivered it, and they accepted it, then you have $100,000. After the 1 year, you know, you break off the contract, you sign with anybody else. So be careful about the term. How much money they offer you for how long of a period.
Yeah.
After your contract ends, you do have certain rights. Now, the label does have certain rights because they still collect the money, so
Of
they
course.
have to pay you. So you know, there's certain things that still keep going until you die, and even after you die, because there's still rights.
There's still money coming in.
So just be careful how much you're getting, for how long of a period of time. And another one thing, when you finish your album and you deliver it to a label, they had to accept it. Like, make sure you write it in the contract that they accept.
Whatever
album.
you
No
give
matter
them.
what it is.
Yeah, because
right?
if you just email it, you could be like, okay, I submitted it, you know. But if they didn't accept it, technically you never delivered it.
Yeah.
So they had to write in the agreement that in order for album to be delivered,
Mhm.
considered delivered, that they had to respond back within like certain amount of days, saying that they accept the album. Because if you delivered it, you finished it, you spent all your recording money, delivered it, and they never sent you a letter that they accepted it, they can hold on to a record for 5 years and you're still under contract. Because the contract only begins the moment that you delivered.
And
So,
it's only
yeah.
delivered when they say
Accept it.
They accept it. Also, there's two other ways that they can screw you over. Say there's two types of after you deliver and they accept it, there is the delivery on the day that you send it, right, and they accept it, and there's also store delivery. So say they accepted it, right, and they're like, oh, the contract doesn't begin until it's on the store. Say they for some reason come up with a dumb excuse why it's not in the store. You could be waiting 3 years for that thing to hit the store just because they come up with a weird ass reason. So make sure that the album is considered released, considered delivered when they accept it, but also your term begins the moment they accept it, not when it hits the store shelves. Because the moment you delivered it, you're done with responsibilities. You recorded, you spent your recording budgets, and whatever's left of your recording budget, you know, it's whatever. But that's one thing. Also, if you have any money left over from your recording budget, fight for it back, because you know the fact that they gave you so much money for a recording budget, that means that they reduce your advance and your royalties.
Yeah.
So if you're like, oh, I recorded all this, you gave me 10,000, and I recorded with 2,000, like fight for those 8,000. They're not gonna give you all the 8,000, but you should at least fight for half of the recording cost, because you saved them all that money.
Oh, you save them.
Yeah, they were expecting you to spend $10,000 on recording, but you only spent 2,000. So what? You know,
Yeah.
give me half of that. Like I saved you money.
And you put money in their
Wow.
pocket.
Yeah, you were expecting me to spend 10,000. I save you all this money.
How do you know this?
School.
You're
man.
talking
Nigga
like
said
you
school.
done been. He's talking like he done been through
Say
all
it.
this.
Nigga said
It's like
School, man.
actually school.
Nah, I feel that though. That's you really know your stuff. I
Ah.
didn't think you knew it that deep. That was good.
Yeah, what school?
I learned something new today. Wow.
Yeah, man. All you need to know, also the book. All you need to know about the music business, but mostly, honestly, school, bro. Like honestly, I didn't think I was gonna learn anything at school. Just going because I felt like I was, shit. But I went open minded. There was people in there that knew a lot more about me, and especially my music business teacher. Like I was just asking questions like all semester, and I'm happy that I went for that. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Get educated. Don't just think, oh, I'm a creator. I'm gonna make music. No. Also think money comes through contracts.
No, yeah. But overall, I feel like as an independent artist, I want to stay independent.
Mm-hmm.
And if a record label were to come to me, I don't think I would take it.
You don't think it was signed?
I don't think so.
It would be a smart move to sign, but look,
Under the right terms.
under the right terms. It's all about the right circumstances. Remember, what if they sign you, they give you an advance, and it's not recoupable?
Yeah.
What if they signed you and you have all creative, like all creative choices?
I don't know. I
What does a
personally-
perfect deal look to you?
independent? That's what.
But
my
what if
perfect
what if they
life
give you a
is.
deal which allows you to stay independent, but they do the promoting and they just take a cut off,
That's a publishing deal,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And
In a way.
Yeah, it is a publishing deal.
But that's for writers, not for artists.
No, there's publishing deals for artists too, in that same way that you just
But
described.
that's for writers, like for lyrics, and then there's for like artists, like
All right,
like
so
like
it
like
might not be
clothing.
called the publishing deal,
Yeah.
but it's. I don't know the names to it, but what you described, they do have that for.
Yeah, but I'm saying there is a deal out there that has no name because
Mm.
you can fill those gaps, like your terms. If they're coming for you, that means you have leverage.
But that's the thing. Like I genuinely feel like, not that I don't work well with people. I just feel like I work better by myself. Like I work better like as.
You can agree that to the contract. You'll be like,
What do you mean?
give me this money, I work by myself, and I deliver it on time. You just have to be reliable,
But that's the thing. Like right there, just the communication of dealing with another person or like another business. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, I know that they don't have my best interest at heart. Regardless.
I mean,
Look, that's a good way to think about it. Not everybody. Think about it this way. Everybody does it for money. Just put it that way. They're not doing it because they love you. They're doing it for money.
Exactly.
So you think about it this
but
way.
let's be honest.
You're signing to
That's
them.
why we're all doing this.
Yes, but you got to think about it this way too. You're signing to them not because you love them, but because you're gonna get more money. You're gonna be able to do this, what
Yeah.
you love doing in a bigger scale. So when you're signing a contract, don't think I love them, but I love money and I want to get the
Like
most
it's
out of
just
it.
straight
Yeah.
business. You
It's
know?
just straight up
Like, I
business.
could be cool with them, but this is just straight business. And so they want to make money. That's cool, but you're gonna make your money too. The reason why I disagree with it is because I believe that, under the best terms, of course, right? It can help you get more exposure. It can help place you in rooms with people you probably wouldn't have been with, or you could have been with. It just would have taken way longer. So labels can definitely help. They can screw you over just as much, but if you understand the terminology, you know how to read contracts, and you know how to give yourself leverage, you can really just turn all of that in your
But
favor.
that's the
Yeah.
thing. Bro,
Like, do you really
I'm
think Eminem is getting screwed over right now?
Nah.
Because he had his team of lawyers that are educated, man. If you're not
But
educated,
don't
pay
get
some.
me wrong though. It probably took Eminem years to get to the point where he's at
Because
right
he
now.
built up leverage.
You feel me?
That's
the thing.
his
He had
fan
to
base
build-
and
he had to-
stuff.
He had to build that up. You feel
Yeah.
me? There's like, imagine how many years that he was being screwed over. You feel me? But that's not even why I'm not like the whole being screwed over. I don't care about that. It's
Yeah.
just
It's more
not
about
me.
you enjoy just making music for yourself.
Yeah,
and,
it's just not. It's not me to be signed to somebody. Because even like me personally, like I do look into other artists as like maybe collaboration wise.
Yeah.
But I don't look into other artists on some like I trust you with my career. You feel me? I'm not going to do that. That's just not. It's not in me to depend on somebody else to make
So-
anything better for myself.
Basically, to join with a label, it's as though
It's almost against my principles.
it's like my career is sort of in your hands now.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly what it. That's how I take it.
And just knowing that this company has this sort of control.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
I
like
see.
exactly. My career is in your hands,
Mm.
and I have to and if once I have a little bit of leverage, or a little bit of control of my own career, you're gunning for me.
Like I said, it depends on the terms of the contract.
But just because the contract just because it's written in the contract doesn't mean that they agree with it. You feel what I mean? Like, all right.
So if there's some sort of loophole, they gonna try to.
They want your head regardless. Like, you have power, yes, but you slip, they're on your ass.
I mean, you too. If they slip, you on their ass.
Yeah, that's the game,
it's a power game. You know, you gotta just learn how to play it.
If you could find a loophole, you'd probably. Too.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not looking to compete. I'm looking to.
You don't even want to be. I see what you're saying. It's like, I don't even got time for these mental games. To sit there. I'm just trying to make music, bro.
I just want to make music, bro. Yeah. That's why I'm making it. Yeah. Like, what do I look like out here making love songs, or like out here, whatever, and I'm sitting here fighting for my life.
Yeah. Like,
just to make music.
And then you send it to an executive, and the executive's like, he just never responds.
Yeah, bro. Like, and then doing all this. No, bro, I'm not doing that, bro. If anything, exactly what you said before, faith and desire, bro. I know what my desire is, and my faith is gonna lead me to where I need to be. Yeah. You feel me?
Sure.
I know, like, a lot of people don't understand, like, a lot of people won't understand, like, what drives me. You feel me? Doing certain shit, because, like, livelihood, it kind of doesn't make sense, like, as far as, putting food on the table or whatever the case may be. But it's like, your desire is what's gonna take you to
what's your drive when it comes to making music?
My drive or my desire?
What wakes you up and you're like, I want to do music?
Hold on, I want to start there. What do you desire out of this?
Honestly, like, a lot of times, like, a lot of people say that, making music makes them feel free. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't got to think about nothing, or whatever the case may be. But for me, it's kind of like the complete opposite. It's like, not the complete opposite, but it's kind of like more towards the opposite version. Because it's like, for me, it's like, music doesn't make me feel free. Music is hard work. You feel me? Music is hard work to me. Like,
it is hard work.
But I like it because it helps me understand me. You feel me? It helps me understand myself a lot more. It's like, I feel like just to be yourself or be who you are and build as a person, it's hard to do that. Like, it's regardless of what you're trying to go towards or whatever. As a human being, trying to understand yourself is probably one of the hardest things that you'll ever be able to do. Like, I know a lot of people that, like, go to jail or whatever, and they go to solitary confinement. A lot of them are going to tell you it's you versus you, like, in solitary confinement. And that is the worst thing that you can go through. Like, the worst thing you could do to a human being is put them alone with themselves type shit.
I have a friend who recently was in solitary confinement. And, when you put it in those terms, it really... You're in a room by yourself.
Yo, your mind is like the dangerous place. Your mind, your thought could tell you like so many things. That is the most dangerous place you can be.
To argue with another man, but then you arguing with yourself because you're in there by yourself, and now all these bad thoughts start flooding in, and it's against your best interest. Yes. So you yourself have to fight that.
Yeah. And there's nothing you can do about it.
And it's a consistent fight too. It's not
like you take a break. It's constant.
I think if you meditate, if you do breath work, if you focus on your breath, reading a book,
you'll definitely be in a different headspace.
Prayer, because I know a lot of people that are locked up, they become Muslim.
Yeah, yeah.
And so they start.
I think that's why people, like, when they go in jail, and like they're like, they're like alone,
and they find God.
And they pick up a Bible, is because they really sat there and just meditated on the Bible.
The Bible, from what I understand, the Bible is not too popular in the jail systems, and at least my friend, right, he's Muslim.
No, you're definitely right, because like only a few certain people, but the people that do end up pick it up heavy. You know what I mean?
They come back like changed. But Muslims, like, I've seen a lot of people like, yo, I went to jail and I'm back Muslim. I'm like, huh?
Malcolm X came back Muslim.
But that's what I'm saying. Is it people in there that like, okay, we're really looking out here to like get more people to join our religion, or is it like they really see something different in that religion that they really gravitate to?
From what I've heard, this is what I've heard. It's gonna be some people in there that really do take it serious, but a lot of other people join it just because it's like a gang, and they provide protection, and you're not trying to like join red or blue or whichever race. If you're under that, it's like. You don't have to be part of any of that. The gangbanging.
Yeah, because you're under like a peace kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the idea. Now, if you mess with a Muslim in there, like, they all gonna retaliate. Yeah. But for the most part, they really.
But like, their goal is to be together in peace, not
Yeah.
together in like power and like whatever.
Yeah.
No, of course.
No, there's like a difference.
I like what you said though. You said music helps you understand yourself, because what comes to my mind is that, you know, music is a creative outlet.
Mhm.
It helps you express whatever's going on in here.
Exactly.
And you know, there's a seed of emotions in this place. And so you tap into those emotions and you get that out. You put it on paper. You sing it, you remember it, you record it, which is actually really beautiful. Now that I say it out loud,
Yeah.
it is a really
Yeah, bro.
beautiful process. It's
a
work.
beautiful- yeah.
It's work, but it's a beautiful
It's a
process.
beautiful process.
And then at the end of it, you can listen to it, and 5 years later, you listen to it, and you're like, "That's who I was."
Especially when you get good at it, it's like you're so proud.
Yeah.
Like but it takes so much hard work to be proud of what you
Yeah.
make. Like a lot of people, like that's what it kind of hurts me a little bit, because a lot of artists will really sit there and make so many songs and they'll never truly be proud of what they made. They'll be proud of what other people thought, like, oh, it's hype, oh, it's lit or whatever, but they'll never sit there and be like, I was proud of that. Like, you feel me? That song, I could show that to anybody on the planet Earth and I'll be like, yes, that was me and
That's
I'm
me.
proud.
I
You feel
feel
me?
like that with a couple of my beats.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
And those
Nah,
are the
yeah,
ones.
bro,
Those are the
not
ones
all-
you
not
released
all
too.
my songs.
Yeah,
Trust me,
I released the best ones. You're
Yeah.
tripping.
Do you be these the best ones or the?
I've
the ones
showed you my best ones.
Those are your best ones. The other ones you told me.
Yeah. What? Wow, you think they're?
No,
ass?
they're good.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I'm saying because you show me a lot of beats and like you have a lot of beats you're proud
Yeah,
of. Then
and- but
Yeah.
you know,
because I feel like you would never show me something you're like, it's not even done yet.
nah,
Like,
if it's kind of done, I'll still show it, but I'll let you know beforehand.
like I need
you know,
to add a kick in there.
But it's the best one. The ones that I feel like are the best ones, I kind of just, oh yeah, it's this one. And I stay quiet and I vibe to it
Yeah, yeah.
myself. I don't even need to talk, bro. I just
Yo,
vibe
yes,
to
bro.
it.
No,
right
I tell
there.
myself I make music two ways. I make music and I envision my people at a club just enjoying it, vibing, dancing, and then I envision another person, which is like sitting in bed, just eyes closed, just listening. Those are the two people that, and I enjoy writing to the person sitting at home just listening to, because that person just keeps quiet. He just goes through life, listens to music, and he's not even showing it to anybody, but he's just enjoying it himself. So those are the two people I envision when I'm like writing music, and that just makes me a better writer.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of artists have those like the split personalities. I know I definitely did, because if you heard Beast, like one of my first songs, Beast.
Yeah, I'm a beast.
And-
I
yeah.
remember the melody,
Beast.
but I can't
Yeah,
remember.
It had a piano in it. Right? It was like,
Yeah, yeah,
dun, 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 dun,
motherfucker.
dun.
It's for the
Yeah,
lyrics,
I
for the lyrics,
remember
for the
that.
lyrics. Like,
I
let me hear
remember-
some of
and then
that.
the video had like these girls like partying
Oh,
and whatnot. Yeah, I remember
definitely,
that.
Definitely. Yeah, so if you hear Beast and then you just heard the song that I just showed you like that, you feel me? It's like Get Out My Head and Beast. If you didn't know any better, you would think it was two completely different people. Type shit. You feel me? But that's just.
I think YNW Melly put it like really nicely when it comes to split personalities, and a lot of artists feel that way. Like
Yeah, even A Boogie, Eminem, like most of the great artists, even Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has a split
She has
personality.
a whole bunch of
Yeah,
Oh,
she got
yeah.
a whole like
Beyonce,
yeah,
Sasha Fierce,
exactly. I feel
who
like
else?
that's just how-
Eminem, Slim Shady. You're right.
Slim Shady, yeah.
Who
I'm
else?
Slim Shady,
Yeah,
I'm
Slim-
Slim
who else,
Shady,
though?
you're Slim Shady. Please stand up. Please stand up.
Ridiculous amount of artists.
I created a monster because nobody wants to be much no more.
Yo, you
Don't
really
think-
did bump Eminem. I used to love Eminem too.
Yeah.
I
Yo,
love
Eminem
it.
gets a lot of hate, bro.
Ironically enough, I just started listening. to him.
Really?
Bro, you're gonna love the journey, bro. You're gonna spend 2 years, guys.
Yeah, I'm
I
loving it. I'm
really
not
loved
gonna
his
lie.
work. I hate
Even
the
Mockingbird.
yep fire.
Bro,
When
that
I'm going.
that song
When
holds a
I'm going. Check out
special
When I'm going.
Mockingbird.
Yeah, bro, I've
But when
been
I'm
tapped in
gone,
When I'm
carry
Gone.
I know that
on.
whole
Don't
song.
Bro,
rejoice
but
every
listen,
time.
Mockingbird
Yeah,
has
so
special song like
Yeah.
place in my heart.
Yeah,
Like
me
that
too.
song
Yeah.
is literally what started my music career.
Right?
Yes.
Yo, that's great. Yeah.
'Cause
I love that
I told
song.
this. Did I tell
love
you
that
story?
song.
The story?
Uh,
How I got into music? I
you
think
told
it
me it
was.
was Mockingbird. No,
Yeah.
it was either yeah, I think
It was in the pilot episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Second
that's the song. That was the song I listened to, and I'm like, yo, what is this? What is this genre of music? And that's what got me into.
Eminem?
Yes.
I'ma
And then,
break
uh,
that birdie's neck.
And then
Damn.
Nicki Minaj, man, I kind of don't. But
That's the party side. That's the,
man, I
that's-
gonna
yeah.
don't.
yeah. that was the club bangers that he was talking about.
Yeah.
That's funny because you mentioned there's like a deep side and then the party side.
Yeah.
My deep side was somewhere. I think it was When I'm Gone by Eminem, and my party thing was Look at Me Now by Chris Brown.
Look at me.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like-
that was a
lit
vibe. That was a
song.
vibe. That was
So
a vibe.
That's funny though, because
Yeah.
they're really, when you get into it, there's like two sides that get you in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
It's like one is a mom, one is a dad. And
yeah. I think mine is more like one is like a poetry aspect, and then one's like really fucking aggressive. Really, like more like a trap kind of feel.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I dove into my aggressive side like the past couple months.
Yeah,
You
bro.
started streaming into the mic?
Nah, with like drill music.
Yeah.
Like that's not who I am. Like people listen to like that's girl, that's not you. What you talking about?
Type
But like
shit,
you don't gotta believe me. All artists are cap. Like all artists cap. Like I haven't met a single artist. that's
Not
like,
all artists.
all artists cap. bro.
Nah, what's
Because
his
we
name?
have to, just by the way we write music, because we can't keep everything literal.
There's
Yeah,
this
that's why I said, bro. I wouldn't say my music is cap. I would say like, I have a different side that niggas just don't see type shit. You feel me? I have like something inside of me that's different. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah.
It's crazy because I'm forgetting his name. Where he talks, he's on an interview and he's like, "Oh yeah, I used to rob people," and everybody was laughing around him. Everybody was laughing. And he's just, and then
T
it get-
Grizzly.
nah, it wasn't T Grizzly. It was
Yo, you remind me of T Grizzly. Your voice. Your voice.
I've heard that a
Yeah.
lot. I've heard that so many times. Oh, speaking of which, like my voice, like I know, like even right now, like my voice, I change my voice when I rap, but I don't do it purposely. It's like whenever I think about the emotion that I felt behind whatever I thought about,
Mhm.
for me, it just automatically, for me,
That's true.
yeah. And
It's not the same voice.
It's not. It's not.
What has been one of your biggest struggles being independent as an artist and just releasing music?
Doing it myself, bro. Literally doing
Just-
it
just doing it-
myself, like since the get go.
And you can't work with anybody else. Like,
I can.
Are you
I'm
open?
I'm very open to working with other people.
Not with
Very
labels.
open. Nah,
Stay away
yeah.
labels.
Why don't you make your own independent label just for yourself?
That's what I was. That's what I'm saying.
Just
like,
bring
I feel
people
like
that you
if I-
trust. Are you or like you're not gonna trust everybody off the bat, but
Mhm.
bringing people and like give them a little bit of trust, and if they can fulfill that trust,
Yeah.
keep working with them. There's
Exactly.
people that are like genuinely want to work with you and like do something with you.
like
I know people that do, like hit me up and they're like, Carlos, like I want to shoot videos. And I'm like, I'm sorry, bro, I can't. I'm I'm
Mhm.
sorry, but there's genuinely people out there that want to be videographers and like I'm willing to shoot videos for an artist. Like producers, there's always a producer that's trying to work with you
of course.
because they always want an artist,
Yeah.
So it's all
I was
teamwork.
looking for artists. Yeah.
Yeah, but I put you in like a slightly higher standard than everybody else. Be like, you can't just work with any producer,
Mm.
So I put you to like a high standard. When you look at producers, you're like, I can't just work with anybody at the level that I'm at.
Yeah. Like I'm just like I'm not even. I don't want to be like.
You're not
oh,
an asshole for that. It's
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
it's
I
just-
don't-
I'm
yeah.
telling you, you're not an asshole
It
for that
has to
because
match.
it has to match.
That's what I'm saying. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I just been working at it for so long. I understand like
Where you're at.
yeah where I'm at and
Yeah.
what I want to do.
It's
you
like
feel
if
me?
someone starts showing you Playboy Cardi beats, like, okay, that's
Yeah,
cool, and
yeah,
I can
I-
bob my head to
I
it,
could
but
probably do that, but
Yeah.
I don't really want to.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
it's not your niche,
Yeah.
right? It's not. It's understandable. Everybody's like that. Like, I wouldn't expect for somebody to put Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi actually does a lot. He's not just a
Mhm.
mumble rap. He's actually pretty. I'll show you guys a couple songs later, but
Yeah, you gonna
no,
have to show me
he's
that, yeah.
he's not just a mumble rapper.
Because I always wanted to be proven wrong for Playboy Cardi. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you mean?
Like because a lot of his stuff I don't necessarily understand it.
Uh-huh.
Like the way that he goes about music. Obviously, I respect art regardless. Like I understand like there's something there. You feel me? Like I can see it. It's very like apparent that people
There's
fuck with it.
something
There's
there.
something there. You feel me? I just never really quite understood it, but I respected it regardless. I respect everybody's.
I'll be honest with you, I've never heard Cardi. Probably heard his music, but like I'm not out here looking at Spotify. Like, let me listen to Cardi. I'm sorry. No.
All right. So in the meantime, we're gonna end this podcast. You're gonna go listen to Playboy Cardi, and you're gonna come back. And no, I'm just.
We should be finishing this podcast. Let's do a finishing.
Really?
Last question. Yeah.
Oh man,
It's
Yeah,
just,
that feels like we were just getting started. I guess it would be a lot to edit.
It
though.
would be a
We're
lot
probably
to-
already. Let me guess. We're about 40 minutes in.
I don't even know. I haven't counted time, boy. Last question. And you do the last question. I never let you do the last question, man. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I don't let you talk.
Okay.
I try to keep it quiet for the past two
we had
episodes.
an argument about this.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. He's taking me into consideration.
Yeah, man.
But let's see.
Jay Bustillo, what is your last question for AliX?
My last question is:
XL.
would you mind if Carlos asked you the last question? Because I
I would
can't
not
think of
mind.
nothing. Okay, now it's your turn.
Respect it, man.
It's your turn. Nah, you put me on the spot. I
Yeah,
can't think
man.
of
The
a
only
question.
reason I gave you the question was because I didn't have a question.
He said, "I
Uh,
just give it to him."
Okay, photography. You do photography.
Yes. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna put it into a multiple like paragraph question. Just answer whatever you remember.
Mm-hmm.
What got you into photography,
Okay.
and how does it match up with your music career? Like, is it helping you out, or you just doing it? Do you feel the same passion for photography as the same as music?
Okay. For photography, I feel like I'm genuinely very like good at like understanding like the mechanics of the camera. You
Mhm.
feel me? And I feel like that led into understanding what, obviously I have my own creative vision, and understanding the mechanics of the camera became like a way to develop my artistry, if
Mhm.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I first started photography only because I wanted to.
You needed a song cover, didn't you?
Nah.
That's why I started.
That would have been smart, right?
Yeah, that's
Nah.
why I did it.
I started photography to teach other people. I started photography to teach other people to take my pictures.
That's selfish but smart.
Yeah, it was like, because obviously I'm going the independent route. So I knew that obviously I can't take my own pictures, something like, you feel me, like all
Yeah.
the time or whatever.
Samuel Dickerson
And-
does it.
He does?
He does.
He does with the tripod and stuff?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like I would want like more like artists kind of,
Mhm.
like an artist feel or whatever.
Have
It's
you
not
ever
like-
tapped in with any, because there are some local photographers that are really doing their thing.
I've never
You know what?
worked-
That
okay.
should be your side hustle. Okay. Answer the question.
Bro, because you live in Unionville. I
Yeah.
think you
There's many artists like photographers.
Bro, there's
Abstract Thoughts,
Abstract
Zamoy,
Thoughts.
Yeah.
That's who I was thinking
Higher
about.
elevation
Zamoy's
photography.
really
Higher
doing his thing.
Elevation.
Higher,
What's the
See
your
what
boy?
I
What's your boy?
Elevation.
What's your boy? What's your boy's name?
Siobhan.
Siobhan.
Digital, yo, shout
Digital.
out Digital Horrors.
I be catching him. I be catching him in parties. Like I actually just go to parties sometimes, and he be in there taking pictures.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you really get your clout
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
The only person I've really worked with is C Watts. C Watts.
C Watts Vision?
That name
Yeah.
sounds familiar. CWatts _
Underscore. Yeah.
Yeah, I love how we used to remember
Yes, sir.
Instagram usernames.
Yeah,
but we don't know.
I've seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen
But
that.
he's doing a good job if he's
yeah,
remembering.
good job if I can remember your name.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Bro,
anything.
he's very, very consistent. Like, he has a great work ethic.
Yo,
work
should we bring
ethic.
him in here?
Yeah.
Yo,
We're gonna
why-
bring C
why
Watts in
not?
this. Thanks to
C Watts.
C Watts. You come in here, but you're gonna make the connection. We send him over here.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Probably like 3 weeks from now.
Yo,
because
we
we're
gotta
fully
have Kendrick on.
booked. Yeah. Can you call Kendrick up?
Lamar.
I got his phone number.
Yeah,
bro.
all right,
we'll
we'll
talk
do
about this after.
All right,
we gonna
we'll
have him
talk
on the
about
podcast.
So
for sure.
let's finish the podcast of the right way. Thank you, Black Hippie.
Thank you,
Yes,
Black
sir. Yes,
Hippie.
sir.
Thank
Yes,
you, Black
sir.
Hippie. We're gonna do that.
Hold on, I got
Yeah.
this. I got
Yeah,
this.
he
Alright.
got he
Alright.
really wanted to do this.
We gonna
because
end this podcast. Thank you, Black Hippie, for the
Black
cool
Hippie.
shirts, for the cool merch.
Ali X is rocking it. I'm rocking. He's rocking. We all
We're all
rocking.
rocking it, and we
X
feel
up.
good in it.
Yes.
It's not
Pretty good,
bad,
pretty
bro.
confident.
It's not. It's not bad. It's not bad quality.
It's pretty awesome. I mean, feel the monkey, bro. You gotta really feel the monkey.
Yo.
To know,
You know who loves
to
this? The
know-
coolest A will love this. Joseph would love this. That's his.
We need to give Joseph one of these shirts. Give him the pink one.
I don't think
He looks
fit
like
it.
a pink
He
kind of
buff
guy.
as hell from the army.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, thank you, Ali X.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jason, for being here. And
Oh.
thank you, interviews, for happening. And lastly, thank myself. But thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you being here. Honestly, we just knocked out 3 episodes
In one day.
today alone.
Yeah,
This- That's a milestone
that was
for
pretty
us.
good. Yeah.
Nah,
We did
it's
pretty
pretty
good. I
good,
don't know
it's
how we're
pretty
gonna
good.
edit that, but we're gonna get it done.
We're gonna get it done by next Friday.
Any final words you want to give to people listening to you
Um,
about your release coming up in about
30 minutes.
30
Yeah,
minutes.
I was gonna say, 30
Sure.
minutes.
By the time you hear this, it'll be out.
Yeah,
But
it'll
in
be
30
out,
minutes,
yeah.
this is actually coming out.
Ali X, Get Out My Head, all streaming platforms. Featuring Ali X on all social medias, Instagram featuring Ali X, everything. Yeah.
Go
X up.
get that, people. Download it.
Love
share
rap,
it,
love rap fans.
Share it with
love
your
rap
mom.
fans.
Share it with your dad.
Favorite song of all time right now.
Play it on repeat. Yo,
Yes, sir.
listen to it while before
Add it
you
to your
go to
playlist.
sleep.
Add it to
Just-
your playlist.
Yo,
Yo, deadass.
just do everything to it.
All right.
Yeah.
Just memorize it.
Thank you guys so much. Carlos Production out. X out.
X up.